Well, just it's really good to have a break. We needed some mental health time to be able to get ourselves together and get back focused, especially with them starting back classes. And also, coaches love practice for a reason, get time to fix things. And we hadn't had a whole lot of time for that, and we were able to get back and fix some things defensively that came in handy for tonight. As far as back-to-back winning seasons, there's been a lot of players that have come through this program since I got here that have helped build the foundation for this. First couple years are tough trying to get everything established. And even players we have on this team have gone through a lot of valleys to get to this point. So to see them able to climb out and put back-to-back seasons together is something special. But, you're only as good as the people around you. I have great assistant coaches that get things done every single day. Great players, great parents, great administrative support. So I'm, definitely not in this position for any other reason than I have a lot of great help.
I'll ask you the last question I asked them. How nice was it to have this thing wrapped up in the fourth quarter this time?
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often, but, it's really special tonight because, Jada's parents were here from Texas. So for them to be able to be here in person and see her play well, and Belle's parents, or mom, was here from Minnesota. So a special opportunity for her. We even drew some plays up to try to get her some shots. So, those kids are a big part of our program. Our culture wouldn't be what it is if it wasn't for players like Belle. And so you want to give back to them as much as possible, especially when their parents are here. So to be able to kind of just relax and let everybody get in, everybody play, everybody works hard. And
no
so
drama like Monday night.
Absolutely. The less drama, the better. I'm too old for that.
Rhea obviously didn't get to start out this season, just from injuries and so on and so forth, and is trying to work back. How would you best describe her role, especially after a game like today where she was critical and played extremely well?
Well, we need a spark off the bench. She could easily be in the starting lineup, there's no doubt. But with her coming back, everybody needs that spark, somebody that can come off, pick things up defensively, give us some offensive production, and she does just that. So, we probably have 6-7 kids that could start, but only 5 can. So you got to get somebody in that role that can come in and be a difference maker, and that's what she's been for us.
Shooting's kind of betrayed her a little bit to start the season, but today, and really the last couple of games, she's been pretty good. What does it take for somebody of that magnitude who played so well last year, an injury like that? How do you come back from that? How do you work that out?
Well, ACLs happen all the time, and it is a physical drain to come back from that, but it's a more mental thing than anything. Driving in for that first time, not being so sure it's going to hold, and then everything goes through your mind, possibly the bad scenarios that can happen. So it's as much mental as anything. But when we recruited Bria, she was a very good 3-point shooter. Shot it at a high clip, was able to finish at the rim, even at her size. Had mid-range game, defends as well as she does, and she's slowly getting back to that. And I think that her progression has really helped us to be the team that we are this year, with her being able to get back going. And, we just have a lot of kids that can do a lot of things. When we put it all together, we can be pretty good. But sometimes when we're not shooting the ball well from the outside and things like that. But we just need to get more consistent. And when we consistently play to the best of our ability, we'll be hard to beat.
The best way to do that is go inside. Y'all pretty much were determined to go inside tonight, it looked like.
Well, you have to establish Caitlin. You're the worst coach in the world if you don't. She's the best player. And so you have to establish her. And that also opens up things from the outside. We're able to get some open threes because of sets that we run, drawing people to her. She's gonna bring a crowd, and our kids do a good job of cutting off the basketball. So if we can ever get, like I said, where we can consistently knock down shots, we can consistently get the ball into her. Offensively, we've been pretty good most of the year. We've had a few nights we haven't been and we've lost. But consistently, if you look at our offense efficiency, we're pretty efficient.
Also, y'all were getting your bigs out in the transition tonight, it looked like.
Yeah, that's one thing that Hannah and JB bring to the table. They're going to outrun any big on any team. And so if we can get them in a situation, we did some trapping and got them out going, and that's an effective way that we can score points. So we expect Hannah to score anywhere from 6 to 8 points in transition every night.
How important were those last 2 scores y'all got before halftime to give y'all a 13-point lead?
Well, it was big because we had missed some shots, and we had some lapses on the defensive end of the floor, and they made some shots. I'm telling you, in basketball, if you make shots, you can stay in any game. And then they came out in the second half, and we made some adjustments defensively, and they didn't get very many open looks from then on out.
Coach, you got about a month left in the season. what's it been like to watch younger players like Kaysen and Jada really come along this season? I mean, Jada looks more aggressive as the season goes on. Kaysen's passing has been a lot better recently, it feels like, especially today. What's it been like to just see these kids grow?
Well, that's what it's about. You know, if they don't get better once they get to us, we're not doing our job. And our assistant coaches do a great job of player development, but it's a necessity. You have to be 8, 9, 10 deep to be able to go through the rigors of this OVC schedule. So anytime those kids can gain confidence, they can go in and give us big minutes, it's only going to help us down the road.